Hey troops, GeneralJSmith here, back on the LEGO Star Wars 2015 Winter Set Review. And today I am doing the ATDP set number 75083, ages 8 to 14, comes with 500 pieces exactly, and is retailing for £50 or $50, $49.99. So yeah, the link to the Let's Build by way of this set will be down in the description, so go check it out there. But yeah, so it is a really great set. I've got to say though, this is considerably taller than I originally thought it was. I mean, geez, just comparing it for a second to the ATST from like Turn 9 set. I mean, look at that. It comes up to like the legs or something. That's kind of ridiculous. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be small, but gee, that is big. It's bigger than the ATAP, you know. But yeah, so it is a really cool set, as I said. You know, one of the best of this line. A lot of people think it is the best. I'm not quite sure which I think is my favourite of this line, although it's really up there with like the Inquisitor set, Hailfire Droid, Anakin's thingy, you know, all these other things. You know, it is up there. It is a really cool set. But yeah, really. So the minifigures are pretty cool. I mean, nothing too special. They are technically all unique, but well, apart from this guy, this Stormtrooper. But you know, nothing amazing. Nothing you can really use that regularly, unless maybe you want to do something Star Wars Rebels related. But even so, I'm not surprised at all that they made this set in Lego. You know, I completely expected it. It is very prominent, similar to the Imperial Troop Transport. You know, it's very prominent in Star Wars. You know, we have seen it quite a few times. So yeah, but anyway, that's not talking about the sets. Let's start off with the 4 minifigures we get in this set. Alright, so starting off, you have Agent Kallus as the first minifigure. I will say it's probably the best minifigure of the set, although we do get a couple of pilots, which are unique, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so he's a fairly main character. I believe we have seen him a couple of times, you know, especially in the earlier episodes. He's probably about as prominent as like Inquisitor. I believe he does serve under Inquisitor though, so yeah. Now one thing I want to mention, he has this weapon, which is the same as Zeb's. Is that his name? I don't know, that creature. Apparently, I don't know what's called, like some sort of like, it's similar to that lightning staff that the Magna Guards have. But it looks slightly different. I've got to say though, in the actual Star Wars Rebels, it looks really cool. I'm not gonna lie, I really love that weapon. In Lego, not so much. In Lego, it looks kind of ridiculous, to be honest with you. Like, when we got Zeb in the Ghost, it does not look... I mean, what is this? I'm not a fan of it, I've got to be honest. I think the one in Star Wars Rebels looked a lot cooler. This just, yeah... To be honest with you, this does really not remind me of the lightning stuff in any way. I mean, the lightning stuff can bend in the middle, and yeah, this does not remind me of it anyway. I'm not a massive fan of this, but yeah. On the actual figure, though, the figure itself is pretty cool. You know, there's no leg printing or arm printing. But we do have back printing. That's very nice. This is the same sort of Imperial printing we've got on other things. See there? Pretty nice printing there. All that. Moving on to the head then. The helmet really, I would say, is the main part of this minifigure, which is unique. Which is the only part, I guess. Because, of course, his helmet is slightly different to those of others. So that's very nice. Taking his helmet off. He has these sideburns, which you don't really see with the helmet on, but, yeah. He does two-side faces, sort of his evil grin face. And that's his more, you know, just looking down on you face. Yeah. With the helmet on, of course, you see very little of his hair, but whatever. Nothing really to say. It's hard plastic, if you're wondering. But yeah, it's a cool minifigure. Obviously, he is a pretty prominent person, like character in Star Wars Rebels. So I would expect him to be at least one set, and I'm glad they gave us in this one. You know, I think he's a pretty cool character. I guess I prefer the Inquisitor, in all honesty. But yeah, he's all right. There's nothing really to say about this guy, to be honest. He's cool. He's nothing too special. He's decent, really. And I'm glad they got him. You know, we got him in at least one set. Although I'm not surprised. I'm just sort of saying. But yeah, so, I guess now that we can go on to the other minifigures. Alright, so next up we've got the ATDP pilot, although I think, technically speaking, it's just a standard pilot, as in with any vehicle. Yeah, he's pretty cool, you know. We've seen him a few times in Star Wars Rebels, and like just, you know, little clips and stuff of just, you know, they're in the background. But he is very cool. Of course, again, I did kind of expect to get him at least one set at some point. If Star Wars Rebels is going to become a much larger part of LEGO, like the Clone Wars was, then yeah, probably at some point I would expect a pilot. but he's pretty cool. I've got to say, there's a lot of white on him, like really, even more than just standard Stormtroopers. See, Stormtroopers have a bit of black, you know, stuff like that. This guy, dang, there's a lot of white on him. You do get two of them in the set, by the way. They're exactly the same, I do believe. This is not a helmet as such. This is like his actual face. This part is a helmet. And it's actually the same piece as you have in other Imperial officers that we've got in the past. Normally it's just completely black or completely grey though. Yeah. Very nice. I don't think we've had this face printing before. We had similar face printing on like some clone pilots. But yeah. He does come with leg printing, you know, which is pretty nice, especially for figure, so sort of, yeah. He comes with a little gun, nothing to say there. His hands are grey, you know, grey gloves. See about printing pretty nice there. Of course, no back face printing. Really, there's just a lot of white here. He's a pretty cool minifigure, pretty standard, nothing too special to say about him, but I'm glad we got him. Rather just normal Stormtroopers, because, you know, I wouldn't put it past LEGO for them to just give us, like, normal Stormtroopers put in here, because they have done it before. Or, like, say, I don't know, they may say, like, Kallus is meant to go in there, which isn't accurate, but no, I'm glad they gave us pilots then, you know. They are pretty cool, pretty standard, what you expect. But yeah, very nice. We get two of them, as I said. They both come with weapons. They come with those weapons, yeah. But yeah, really, that's basically the new minifigures. Let's go on the last one, which is of course the standard Rebel Stormtrooper. So next up we have the Rebels Stormtrooper. I have shown this guy before. We got him in the Ghost and the Troop Transport set. And as expected, we are seeing more and more, you know, probably what you expect. I get the feeling Star Wars Rebels is definitely going to become the new Clone Wars when it comes to LEGO. You know, it's going to become a much larger part of it. Although, of course, with Episode 7 as well, it won't be quite as large as the Clone Wars was on LEGO. But even so. But yeah, so he's pretty cool, though we have seen him before. Really nothing to say here. If I can find him. Oh, no, sorry. I was trying to compare him to the other Stormtrooper. I can't find it. But yeah, really, he's pretty cool. I've seen him before. Standard face printing, you know, same as the clones. Again, not accurate, but whatever. He comes with a normal gun, which I do like. I'm glad he comes with a normal gun here. You know, like in the battle pack, he comes with those dorky, you know, flick ones. I don't like those. But whatever, this is still a cool minifigure. I'm glad we get Stormtroopers in other sets. Of course, though, you don't really need it to, especially with the battle pack. You know, you can't ask for really a better set to get these guys. But whatever. I'm still glad we get extras around, and I get a feeling we're going to see a lot of these guys, similar to the clones, so I can't wait for that. But he's a really cool minifigure, glad we get him. Yeah, but that's basically it. It's minifigures, pretty cool, nothing too special. The main thing, obviously, is the set itself, which is awesome, and let's just get into that right now. Alright, so starting off, you have a brick separator. We've seen this before in other sets, although I think this is the first one I've seen in the 2015 line so far. Obviously, because it's, you know, the first really large set, so yeah, but there you go, seen it before. The set itself then, very nice set, very nicely built, I'm loving it, you know, as walkers go, very, very cool. I'm not sure this will appeal to too many people just because from Star Wars Rebels, but the fact that it's a walker will appeal to more people because I think obviously one of the most notorious vehicles in Star Wars in general is of course the walker, like the AT-AT and other such walkers, you know, so very cool then. You know, it's not small, this thing. Look, it's compared to my hand, you know, it's not small. Minifigure, jeez. Just getting the AT-ST from like the Channel 9 Endor battle pack. Look at that. That's crazy. It barely comes up to the top of the legs. That's crazy. That's whoa. But yeah, really. Now I've got to say one issue you may already know about this set is the fact the legs do not move forward. I do not, well, I guess the main reason for that is probably because this weighs a fair amount, and these legs are kind of spindly, as with most walkers, so, you know, they've got to make it so it can't go forward, otherwise it would just simply topple over every time. I think there is probably some way they could have made it, you know, another way. Like, you see here, by the way, you see, they can move backwards. The reason they can't move forwards is because, of course, you have, here's a leg, and that piece there, this L Technic piece, is what stops it, because when it reaches, when it reaches that point, you see, it can't go any further. It can't go any further forward. So yeah, so I assume that's obviously stop it from falling over because this is, you know, considerable weight on the legs, and you can see it does kind of wobble forwards a bit. But I think there's probably some way you could have fixed that, to be honest with you. You know, you could find just a normal Technic piece that isn't an L shape, just a long rod. And well, I'd like to see someone modify it and see what happens. Like, would it just fall down all the time, or will it be able to stand up on its own? I'm not sure. But anyway, So one of the criticisms of the set is also has the fact that the yellow, it's got a bit of yellow, not a lot, but you know, just you can see bits of yellow around the place, and it's kind of weird. I've got to be honest, I have not noticed this on the actual one in Stars Rebels. I have not noticed any yellow. I assume obviously it's there because I don't think you Lego and make it up. But no, you know, I don't hate it. I like to have my sets a little colour. I mean, the Imperials in sets generally are known for not having any colour. Like, they're meant to be solid grey, just different shades of that, because they're meant to be emotionless and all that. But, you know, I don't mind that much. Maybe it looks a little out of place, but there's so little yellow on it. It's really very barely noticeable. And if you're in like a mock and you've got a ton of these with other Imperial sets, like the 8080 and all this stuff, you're not going to notice the yellow. I don't think it's a major issue. So, yeah. A couple of stickers down here. Got a fair amount of stickers around the place. These are not stickers. They're the only things that aren't stickers. They are really cool. At first, this reminded me of a bug. You know, these bug eyes. You know, but of course, I think these are sensors, is what it says. On top here, that's a sticker, by the way. This is the cockpit. Now, you can open it like this. And to be honest with you, this very much reminds me of the AAT from this year, actually, like this opening thing, because one of the problems with that, one of the many problems, is that it's not really that large. But if it's droids, and droids are only 2 studs across, minifigures aren't. So a minifigure, yes, you can put them in that way, I guess, maybe, but that is kind of short as well. But you can't even put them in this way, even if you tried. So, yeah, that's an issue. I've got to be honest, I wish they made this wider, large enough for a major minifigure to be able to pop up and all that. I mean, of course, even with this, even if it was larger, you couldn't really put them in. So, you do lift up the entire thing. Simple hinge piece back there. And you see there, you've got the 2 slots for where the minifigures go. Similar to the TIE Inquisitor, I mean, I don't know why I keep calling it. TIE prototype, whatever, the Inquisitor's vehicle. There aren't any studs in here. It's just those things where they just slot in. So if you turn it upside down, they will fall out. But yeah, obviously, why would you turn it upside down? But yeah, nothing really too special to say there. There's no printing or stickers on these. They're just like, you know, transparent red, whatever. Pretty nice. Nothing too special here. Of course, you've got cannon on the front, which is the standard ball turret type thing. It's all gunships and other stuff. You know, standard ball turret. Although it does look pretty large and menacing, so that's pretty cool. I've got to say, these feet look kind of weird, to be honest with you, in the way they've got 2, toes coming out this way, and then the other 2 toes are kind of bare. But yeah, they're still pretty cool, I guess. By the way, the only hinge point is this. Is here, or rather here. Like, it does not move anywhere else. It doesn't even move like at the hip. Oops, can't put it back. Okay, like here. This is literally the only hinge point. It can't move the ankles. It can't move anything else. But yeah, so that's a bit of an issue. But I guess really, you know, if you wanted to make it walk instead of stop motion, you could try to bend one leg backwards and try to do this and that or whatever. But you'd probably need some supports of some kind and try to edit them out, because I don't think it's great gonna. Yeah. But yeah, so it does move. Very simply, it's got the same sort of connection piece as like the AAT and other such sets. You can easily take it off. Oops, whoa! You can easily take it off, you know, if you want to. But yeah, don't know why I was showing that. Just, you know. All right, so under here then, well, not under, but there. Yeah. You see, you got the 2 spring-loaded shooters, of course, and you get 3 of them because, you know, you get 1 spare, as is the norm. Alright, so you simply slot them in. Oops. It's not staying there. Okay. You slot them in, and you see it's like there. Now you can, if you want to, push out that way. Yeah? Or, what you can do otherwise, if I can put another one in, is you can, like, turn the head and it'll, well, I think you can probably guess how it works. You know, you can turn the head to that side, and of course, from when it comes in contact with this, it'll fire. So you turn it to the side, and yeah, there you go. I've got to be honest, that's kind of a weird feature. I'm not sure if that was intentional or it was just kind of because they put them there, but whatever, it's kind of a bit of a weird feature. I guess it's kind of cool if you like them, although it does suffer the main problem that has with these missiles is the fact that they are very easy to fire, and now, you know, this is very easy to turn, so if you put the missiles in and you accidentally knock this, it'll go flying in a direction, and that is one of an issue that I've pointed out many times, or the fact they're way too delicate. It's annoying, but whatever, and that's a sticker. By the way, you got a fair amount of stickers, but nothing too major. But yeah, that is basically the set. As I said, very, very, very good set. I'm loving the set. I definitely would recommend buying it at retail price. Maybe a little bit more. Well, no, I guess the price is exactly what you would want. I mean, I guess if they had more pieces, it'd be even better price per piece. But obviously, this is the most accurate you could have it. You know, 500 pieces exactly, £50. You know, if there's any more, then that's just that would just show how much Lego is ramping up the price on stuff. But even so it's a really, really nice set, as I said. And yeah, so I think it's time to go in the instructions. There's only one. The box, and then include this review. Alright, so on to the instruction manual then. The instruction manual is fairly large, but to be honest with you, a lot of this set is larger than I would expect. It's like up that way, but that's not actually how you build it. Like, you don't open it up this way. That's just sort of the picture on the front. Of course, we've got the bricks there on the front, yada yada. There are 4 numbered bags, I believe. So, you know, I've got to be honest, I don't know why Lego puts the minifigures in different bags. I guess it's probably just stop, you know, from selling the minifigures separately, but I don't know why they wouldn't want that, like, whatever, but okay. On the back then, you can use that code if you want, but, you know, I don't care. All that, you get a poster. Got the minifigures here, very nice minifigures. The minifigure lineup this year wasn't, you know, or this wave at least, wasn't too spectacular. Nothing that really sticks out. The Inquisitor was very cool, as I said. Some other minifigures are pretty cool, you know, I like the Colonel Lieutenant just because I haven't had him. But nothing too special sticks out. But yeah, ready? You got features. Move around. Is it just me, or you know? Because I've been looking through my old instruction manuals from like really old years, you know, back before like 10 or whatever. And it's just on the back, like they have what the features, and it just seems like there's more features in sets many years ago. Is that just me? It seems like there are less and less features with stuff. I mean, again, of course, Lego is just making it as accurate to the actual thing as possible, but even so, it just seems there's less features. Alright, so it's a fairly long build. It's larger than like Inquisitor, obviously because it's got a lot more sets. It's about 78 pages. It took about an hour, which is quite a lot for like only a 500 piece, exactly, build. I mean, what was it called? Jedi Scout Fighter thing. That took about an hour or so. So yeah, I mean, I think most of that was probably the Technic. There wasn't much Technic, but even so, in like these parts. So yeah. But anyway, that's basically the instruction manual. This is going in the box, and then done. Moving on to the box then. The box is quite tall, as you can see, as with everything in this set. In the bottom here, we have the minifigures. Yeah, I get a feeling we're going to probably see those at some point. If this like Star Wars Rebels thing, Chris Craze, really starts to become prominent and really starts to become a much larger part of Lego, similar to how the Clone Wars was, then I think we'll probably see these guys, obviously this guy, and maybe Agent Kallus again. So if this does become a large part of Star Wars Rebels, then don't feel that this is the only set these will come in. I guarantee that we will see them again. Alright, but yeah. Got Disney Star Wars Rebels, got some art, you know, all the stuff, pretty tall. Comparing to the set itself, the set is, well, nothing too major. It comes up to like where the statistics are, if you're interested, if you care. But yeah. Going to the back of the box, of course we've got again the features. Yep, all opens up. All that stuff. Again, the weapon looks kind of ridiculous, but whatever. Nothing too special on the top. Got even Kallus. All that. And yeah, really, it's a pretty cool box. You know what you expect. It's a pretty, you know, uncanny box. One we haven't really seen the sizes of before, you know. But even so, it is still pretty cool. Always nice to get boxes. I know a lot of people do like to keep the boxes. I don't. Well, some boxes maybe I do. I've still got like the Sandcrawler and like the Imperial Star Destroyer box, just because I love the sets, I guess. So depending on the set, I may keep the box for a while. But really, you know, after a while, I can't keep every box ever, so I do get rid of them, you know, and stuff like that. But I know some people do like to keep the boxes, and they do like it when you get different size boxes, and this is different sized because the set is pretty tall, and it's all, you know, reminisces to that. But even so, that's basically it then to the entirety of this set. And yeah, I think let's now just go off and finish this review of the 80DP. Alright then, so here we are with the conclusion of my review of the ATDP, set number 75083. So, as I said like many times in this review, this set is truly cool. Definitely one of the best sets of this line, up there with like the Inquisitor set, Anakin's custom thing, you know, the Battle Droid Troop Carrier, the Battle Pack, you know, just these cool sets really. No, I love it. I do like to add to my Imperial army, because after the Republic, I would say the Imperial is possibly my second favorite, like, faction. Maybe the Separatists are, I'm not sure. But, you know, I do very much like the Imperial sets. They are very cool. But yeah, so this set, of course, is very much worth the money. You know, it definitely, I mean, really, how could it not be, you know, with the exact same piece count as it should. Yeah, but, yeah, really, that's basically it then to this review. If you liked it or found it helpful, please do give it a like down below, because it shows me which ones you like, which ones you don't, how I can improve and all that. Leave down in the comments any questions you have. I'm doing a Q&A right now. I'm collecting questions. So please leave any questions down below, and I will maybe answer them in my Q&A, and I'll obviously give you a shout out and all that. And of course, please subscribe to my channel, because I'm doing all the LEGO Star Wars reviews, other than the AAT and the Microfighters, but everything else will be done, hopefully very soon. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I'm going to try and, like, fast forward through these. I mean, I'm doing a lot in college right now, but I am trying to do them as quickly as possible. I mean, I'd say about halfway through or something. Maybe not quite there, but whatever. But yeah, so thank you for watching. Get this set, absolutely. You know, it's definitely a good addition to your Imperial collection. I think some of you AFOLs may be worried that it may not like look very good with the Imperial collection. Maybe people won't know what it is, and it, you know, it'll look a bit weird. I think these definitely go with it. Even if I'm making a mock or whatever with AATs, sorry, not AATs, AT-ATs. This would look very good with it. It's not quite towards the ATD, by the way, if you're wondering. I was going to get it down, but it's like summer, you know. But the AT-AT is, I'd say, about the size as tall as the box or so. So really, it's not a massive difference between the height of these things. You know, it's nothing too major. It's a tall set. But yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next review, which will be the Wookiee gunship. Bye, troops.